okay. Somehow every time he came, my mum kind of just made excuses or talked me out of it, and he was kind of quite laid back and didn't seem that worried. He'd just kind of say, okay, well, I guess you've done your best, and leave me to it. But saying what I've said about him coming and just doing his job and leaving, it was always a relief when he left, because I was so panicked and worked up that I'd have to go back to school, because I knew I wasn't at the same level as everybody else. And I was so worried about being embarrassed and having to catch up and not being able to do the things that other people could do.
Back in Bradford, Arshid Siddiq also thinks parents who take their children out of school should be subjected to much more stringent checks. There's been no news about the fate of his cousins, who withdrew their 5 children from school in the weeks they were planning to take them all to Syria.
Adults can make their own decisions in life. We all make right, we all make wrong. But the kids, it's wrong. Like, for example, today now, if I hadn't taken my kids into school, by 10 o'clock I'd get a phone call. Paris, Amira, Azair, they're not in school. Why aren't they in school? Okay? I like that, because one, it's the care, and 2, they're checking on well-being of your child. Now, if I want to go away during school term, okay, if I want to go on holiday, it's not happening. You're getting fined, yeah? Education is in jeopardy, you know, you're destroying it. So, again, I agree with that. Now, there's got to be a medium to it. We can't take our children away. Yet nobody asks these any questions. You pull them out of education, and there's no questions. Surely that's not right. You know, I don't think it should be. Why should it be? Why should it be allowed?
Out of School, Out of Sight was presented by Winifred Robinson and produced by Susan Mitchell. In a minute, there's a murder mystery when Mrs. Sidhu gets mixed up in society crimes in Berkshire. Mrs. Sidhu investigates. Next.
The crime writer Ian Rankin reads from his teenage diaries.
Up at 7 a.m. Bus doesn't come till 8:45 p.m. Played darts at night. Get a letter from John Peel. Obviously I've written to him for some reason and he'd written back, but I don't have the letter and I don't know what it said.
So we know that the bus turned up at 8:45, but not what legendary broadcaster John Peel. Some adjustment of priorities required.
Rufus Hound hosts My Teenage Diary Ian Rankin Special tomorrow evening at 6:30 on BBC Radio 4.
In half an hour, the Limited Liability Company is the next of Tim Harford's 50 Things That Make the Modern Economy. That's just after midday. But first, Mira Sayal stars as Slough's answer to Miss Marple in a brand new comedy drama.
Little Miss Muffet. Who's that? Go back to sleep. Bryony? When did she get here? Sat on her tuffet. Just now. I go for a walk in the garden. It's so late. Yeah, well, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? Like a flippin' fairy tale castle. Eating her curds and whey. That's it, Bryony. You go off to sleep, Gemma. Remember, we're mates. To the end. And we're all gonna get what we deserve. I've got someone to see about my old man. When along came a spider. You pick your places to meet, don't you? Oh, I don't feel right. Oh, we sat down beside her. What's happening? What are you doing? And frightened Miss Muffet away. Please. No. No.
Mrs. Sidhu investigates Murder with Masala by Suk Panu. Episode 1. Samosas, Suspicion and Stately Homes.
Indian weddings are a nightmare. I'm not talking about arranged marriages, huh? I personally don't care if a British Hindu marries a Belgian Methodist or if a penniless Jaiwala marries an assistant bank manager. If anyone asks me, I say, take my son, please. There are far bigger problems than that at an Indian wedding. I'm talking about how many samosas to make. Do you have any idea at all? Yes. Uh-huh. I guess a vague estimate. Several hundred people are taking